Young John, the wicked producer.
Feel the mama. You know I like you so.
Hey guys, welcome back to Keeping It Real with Shay Shy. I am your girl, your host, Shay Shy. And as you all know, your girl, Shay Shy, always have something good to say. So for today, I have two topics as usual. The first topic is, should the age of your significant other matters? And the second topic is, should the ethnicity matter in marriage? Like, should you consider ethnicity before you decide to marry somebody? Okay, let's dive into those questions and, start talking about it. Okay, so age. This, to me, I feel like age, like they always say, age is nothing but a number. Like, age shouldn't really matter. It's the maturity that matters, in relationship and even in friendship. You can be friends with somebody who's younger, but it depends on the maturity. You can be like 35 years old and be immature, and you can be 12 years old or 18 years old and be way mature than the 35 or 25 years old. So it's the maturity that matters in the relationship. And then another thing, the heart wants what it wants. If the heart wants this and you want that, you really wouldn't succeed in that because the heart wants this part. So you gotta follow your heart, and like, we can't really help with whom we fall in love with. We can't, like, we can't just help it. It can be the person. Okay, let's say I fall in love with a guy that to me, the guy is like the most handsome guy in the whole world, and to my friends, the guy can be the ugliest guy in the whole world. See, that's different opinions. Now that's what I call the heart wants what it wants, and I can't. And the fact is that I cannot help who I fall in love with. To get it, the heart like really decides. You can't really decide who you fall in love with, and you can't help it because love doesn't care if someone is older or younger. I would say it really doesn't. And love is a powerful thing. You have to be careful with, basically, like, how you another thing, be careful with how you express yourself. I would say that fits in. I'm sure you guys will get that later, but like, if you care, as long as you care for your loved one, your significant other, and then the heart also wants that person, yes, you're not gonna have any type of problem because that's what the heart wants, and that's like your soulmate. You know what I'm saying? In society these days, like, holds a negative stigma regarding to age difference and all this other stuff. Like, my thing is, the society would not and will not tell me who I need to date, who I should fall in love with, or this and that. It's me, not the society, who's dating that person. I'm the one dating that person, not the society. I can't say, oh, okay, the society doesn't like this exact person, so I shouldn't date that person. And people are always going to have something to say, whether good or bad. It doesn't matter what you're doing or are you doing it. People will have something to say. So my thing is, do you, girl, do you, boy. Like, follow your heart. Don't let the society tell you what to do. And we often put up walls and flee for the mountains, like, before shutting the door on the chances at love that comes our way. First of all, you have to think about for potential lovers' maturity level. You have to think about how mature he or she is, and all that stuff. Maturity is what really matters, not the age. Age is nothing but a number, like I said earlier. Maturity is the key thing that matters. You can't be an adult and act like a toddler. You can. People do that. Like, I've known and seen a lot of adults who act immature, and now seen a lot of teenagers who act mature. So it's all about the maturity level, not the age level, because age is nothing but a number. Everybody should know that, and I would keep saying that age is nothing but a number. Don't just shut down the chances of love because society is looking at it a different way, or your friends are looking at it a different way, or you yourself think you want this, but your heart is telling you to, okay, let's say you want to take the path of B, but your heart is telling you to take the path of C. You have to follow your heart. You can't just go for what you want. You gotta go for what your heart wants, because at the end of the day, your heart is where your feelings are. Like, you have to have feelings for the person that you're with. You can't just be with them just cause. And if you're being with them just cause, you wasting your time and you wasting that person's time. So think about the maturity level, not the age. So that's all for the first topic. And the second topic, let's get into that. Second topic, like I said, should the ethnicity matter in marriage? Or it doesn't even have to be in marriage, in a relationship. Likewise, I know a lot of people who, especially like some Africans, they're like, some African parents, they're like telling their kids, don't marry somebody else who's not African. I want you to marry an African guy or African lady that is, you know, from where we are from. Let's say they're from Ghana. The parents probably telling them, I want you to marry a Ghanaian. If they're Nigerian, the parents probably tell them, I want you to marry a Nigerian. If they're Togolese, the parents probably tell them, I want you to marry another Togolese like us. My thing is, ethnicity doesn't matter. It's what your heart wants. And also falling back on the maturity level, you know? All that has, like, all that maturity level, the heart wanting what it wants comes in together, making one. You can't just say, okay, let's say there's a girl named Shania, and she's dating Tom. Tom is white, and her ex-boyfriend was Jaquavius. So Jaquavius was black and Tom is white. And you know, so she decided to take a break with Tom and try to find herself and see who she really wants back, because she's having some type of feelings back for her ex, you know, all this, whatnot, or the other. So she's thinking, I really love Tom, but I also love Jaquavius. And you know, her parents probably like, you should go for the black guy. He's black just like you, will understand you. That's some bull crap. Like, don't let nobody tell you, don't let nobody stop you from doing you. Don't let nobody tell you who to marry just because of their ethnicity. If you want to marry, if you're black and you want to marry a white person, go ahead. Nobody will say it, or me. People will talk, but it's what you want that matters, what your heart wants that matter. If you're Chinese and you want to marry an African person, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. If you are from Canada and you want to marry an Australian person, that's fine. No matter where you're from and who you like, no matter where you're from, whoever it is that you want to marry, that's what matters, because that's what your heart wants. Your heart wants to marry that person, not somebody who's from your ethnicity, not the same person that is in your race that you want to date. You shouldn't let nobody else tell you who to date, because at the end of the day, it's your happiness that matters. You can't just do what other people want you to do because you want to please them, because you cannot always, I repeat, you cannot always, and you would never please any and everybody. Please yourself first. Like, basically just please yourself. You don't have to please anybody else. Anybody else don't matter. It's you and your lover that matters. Because at the end of the day, it's you and your lover that have to stay in the same roof, look at each other every day, morning, afternoon, night. You don't have to look at every other person. You probably won't even see every other person every time. Probably once in a while, or once in a month, or this and that. It's like high school kids. When I was in high school, you know, I basically, like, I see all my friends all the time, and now that I'm in college, I barely see most of my high school students. Like, my high school mates, classmates, I barely see them. It's like every once in a blue moon, and I'll just see, I'm like, oh my god, hey girl, hey, what's up, where you been, what school you going to, this and that. We barely see every once in a while. I don't have to please who that person is. You get what I'm saying? Like, please yourself. You don't have to, and you will not be able to please everybody else. It is you that matters. You can't satisfy everybody else and not satisfy yourself. Like, you have to focus on yourself. Find yourself. Be the best of who you are. Be the best of all that you can be. Don't listen to what people are telling you to do, because they think that's better for you. They think that's what's better for you to do, but they don't know that. And some people give advice just because they feel like it, just because they feel like they can butter your business. And most of the time, the advice that they give you, they cannot take it at all. At all. So marry who you want to marry. Don't let nobody tell you to marry so and so because he's so race, or who, what not, whatever. You know, do you, okay? Keep that in mind. Do you, and age is nothing but a number. Keep that in mind. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next Friday on another episode of Relationship Questions. So I'll see you guys on another one. Goodbye. Bye-bye.